95-92 the score. All right, Bogues, Walker, Malone, that's Moses, Williams.
Charlie Jones.
And Charlie Jones. Yeah, that's who it is. Charlie Jones making his first appearance. A steal now by Ainge after a deflected pass by CC. Bird, who was traveling. Tried to pull up, and he took an extra step.
Believe it or not, Charlie Jones played the last 2 or 3 minutes of that third quarter, but he never touched the ball.
I don't believe it because I never saw him.
Never touched the ball.
He just was not visible at all. All right, now, here he is. He's got it now. So he touched it, and he said, what the heck is this thing that I've got in my hands? All right, now, quickly, Moses being guarded by Mark Akers, and Akers surrounded him, but it's tipped in. I think it's tipped in by Jones, as a matter of fact. 95-94 the score.
Not a great offensive force, but he got 2 there.
All right, now Darren Day. Up top it goes to Mark Akers. Back over to Danny it goes. Now Bird, with all kinds of daylight, he said, thank you very, very much. Whoever was guarding him just elected to let him have the outside. What a mistake that can be.
That's got to be make Kevin Laughery furious because he was right in that circle. That's well within Larry's range.
On the left now, Bogues with the ball, guarded in there by Seesting. Seesting wants to go at him, and Bogues drives. Had to take a bad shot. Good defensive play by Seesting, and Mark Akers came over to help out. Now Ainge gets it into Bird. On the left it goes to Darren Day. Holds it for a moment. Back to Bird. Bird throws it up. It is no good. It's an air ball. All right, now Darryl Walker quickly feeds into Muggsy, and a great block by Danny Ainge. They got the ball back. Bird is driving on a good pass by Ainge. Bird hits the layup and goes to the foul line.
A spinning layup by Larry Bird on the 2-on-1 break. Danny Ainge started it all off as Muggsy Bogues attempted to go in on himself. And Danny Ainge got a piece of the ball. That started the break. 2-on-1, Ainge and Bird. And a spinning move on the baseline by Bird, and he's at the free throw line.
99-94 the score. Boston leading by 5, make it 6. 100-94 the score. Boston leads by 6. There are less than 10 minutes to play in the ball game. We're seeing a good one now. We saw a sloppy first half. We're seeing a very good second half. All right, now quickly, John Williams with the ball. Gets it back out to Walker. They swing it around to Jeff Malone. Back to Walker it goes. Foul line left. He throws it up. It is no good. Bird got the rebound. And on the left it goes over to Ainge on a quick out pass. Ainge cruises to the baseline, fires and misses, and the rebound now is stolen away by Darren Day, but he fouled Charlie Jones to do it.
Hacked him on the arm to get that ball.
Boston protecting a 6-point lead. This thing has become a real war. 100-94 the score. 9:25 left to play. And it goes now to John Williams. Back up top now to Jeff Malone. He's dangerous all the time. And as he tries to work the pick and roll with Charlie Jones, or rather with Bernard King, King pushed off. And he got caught.
Yeah, Day and King were going at it for a while as he was trying to set up position. And King was the one that got caught.
All right, now Ainge for the ball. Ainge looks. Ainge drops it, picks it up on the dribble, goes to Bird. John Williams is trying to play Bird tight. Now Akers gets it over to Ainge. Back up top to Day. Now quickly it goes into Akers, and Akers was fouled as he went to the hoop. He went right to the hoop on Charlie Jones, and Charlie Jones fouled him.
That's got Kevin Laughery furious. Look at him. He is out there screaming from the sideline to Jess Kersey as he felt that Akers had taken an extra step in the shot motion.
What he was really doing is adjusting his shorts because he bounced up real fast. Kevin is funny. I mean, he really is. You know, you can't even get mad at him when he starts yelling all the time, and he yells all the time. All right, 102-94. Boston's, is that the largest lead, or they match the largest lead, or what?
Well, they had a 10-point lead early.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They had a very brief 10-point lead. All right, King gets it over to Jeff Malone, pumps it up behind the pick. Boy, he's deadly.
21 now.
102-96 the score. Boston is out front by 6. Less than 9 minutes to play. 8:35. Danny has the ball. Danny looking. Danny fiddles and diddles, goes to Day on the left sideline. They want Bird. They don't get Bird. Day takes the shot. It's no good. And it comes out deep, and Jeff Malone has it in the middle. On the right, it goes to John Williams. He's cruising in. He up fakes a couple of times. It's a nice job, a spinning layup.
Spun a couple times and beat his man. Casey's calling a timeout quickly because what's happening is Boston's forcing up some junk again. They're not looking for the good shot. And Casey immediately calls the timeout, and he'll diagram one for him right now. 8:14 remaining in this one from Washington. It's the Celtics, 102, Bullets, 98. And last couple times down the floor, that's exactly what they've done. KC talking it over. Robert Parrish checks back into the ball game. And Darren Day, who was the guy that forced that last shot up, is sitting down.
All right, Seasting brings the ball up. Now quickly it goes to Parrish popping out. Now to Akers, who popped out. Now back to Seasting on the left. Now to Bird, who pops out. On the right, it goes over to DJ. DJ gets it in now quickly over to Seasting. Seasting being swallowed up by Walker. It goes quickly in for a double now to Mark. Man, he's jammed up for a jump ball. Good double-down effort by Darrell Walker. He was very active on defense on that.
He is a very good defensive player, I think, and he's terrific at getting down there on the double and just keeping active with the hands.
All right, Akers and Darrell Walker. And the tip is controlled by Washington as Bernard King gets it. Now quickly on the right, it goes over to Jeff Malone, takes it out, and he fires up, and what do you know, he's human, he missed, but John Williams, a good rebound, and he got fouled as he went back up.
He used pure muscle right there because Robert Parrish had his hands on the ball, and John Williams just scooped it away from him. That was Robert Parrish's rebound, and Williams used the power to just take it away from him and put up a jumping right hook from underneath.
All right, Fred Roberts is going to come back into the ball game. I have a hunch it'll be Akers who comes out, and Williams misses. And Akers is coming out. And Fred Roberts will be assigned to Charlie Jones. And now let's see. John Williams will go again. Boston leading by 4, and they continue to lead by 4. The ball is patty caked off the boards, and the shot is no good, and a lot of wrestling going on. And Charlie Jones comes up with the ball. So the pure muscle rebounding. I mean, that was pure physical stuff, and they win the ball. Boston leads by 4. Less than 8 minutes to play. 7:22 left. In the pivot, it goes now quickly over to King. King gets it in on the cut, and Walker misses the shot.
Perfect pass.
All right, now quickly DJ with the ball, and King probably saying, see why I don't have very many assists? I can't depend on these guys, so I'm not going to give them the ball. That's a lame excuse, isn't it? Now Bird cruising through the lane, missed the shot. Roberts picks it up off the floor, goes back out now from Seasting to DJ. DJ brings the ball nowhere. He's standing with it. And now gets it over to Bird. Bird underneath now to Parrish. Parrish cruises through and got held. And John Williams did not like the call against him. It's an inbounding situation. Less than 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Boston holding a 4-point lead. 6:46 to be exact. And now it goes into DJ. DJ walking the ball. All right, it goes on the left over to Bird. Bird is near the sideline, taking it out toward the middle now to Roberts. Roberts is in the lane, throws it up high when it's no good. And a rebound goes out of bounds, and it's off Moses Malone. All right, Bird will put the ball into play from the sideline. 102-98 the score, and they're going to try it again. So they're getting a lot of chances here. Bird on a pop-out. Swish. 104-98. That's very normal. When you're having trouble, just go to 33, and somehow or other he figures out a way. All right, Darrell Walker guarded by Seasting. It goes into Jeff Malone, and Seasting reached in and stripped the ball, but it's a foul.
Jerry Seasting is first.
That's his first, but it's going to be the third of the team.
All right, now King puts the ball into play. It goes quickly over to Darrell Walker. Walker up top. And now goes back into King, and King gets it over to Moses Malone underneath, and he hits.
That's another good pass. Rotation move into the lane. The double team picks up on Bernard, and he finds Moses.
104-100 the score. Less than 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. 5:51 to be exact. And up top it is Robert Parrish. Underneath now to Fred. Fred spins off his man and throws a good Stanislavski this time. King drew the foul. I question that call, but he did a very good job of acting.
Well, I think the foul was committed. I don't think it was as vicious as Bernard King made us all seem to believe it was.
That's the kind of foul that goes on all night long and doesn't usually get called. It was called that time. On the left now, quickly, King changes direction, takes a drive, misses the shot, and goes to the line.
Well, Bernard King right now is starting to get into the flow of the ball game where he's doing a lot of things out there, not just shooting well. He's taking the ball to the hole. He's also feeding the ball off and helping just pick up the entire offense of Washington. Because of it, they're a lot more diversified out there on offense than we saw earlier in this game.
All right, Bernard hits. 104-101 the score. 5.5 minutes left to play. Bernard King with a heavily taped and bandaged right knee.
Got a brace on it as well.
And he hits both free throws, cuts the lead to 2. Boston calls for a timeout.
It's a 20.
Is it?
Yeah.
20-second timeout. Okay, 5.5 minutes left anyhow.
Well, right now, Bernard King is the guy, I think, that seems to be getting the Washington offense in gear. As he, of course, is such a dangerous threat out there. Anytime he's got the ball in a post-up situation or anywhere around 12 feet of the hoop, you're going to double team him. They're doing a lot of double teaming on Bernard, and we've seen some triple coverage as well. And Bernard is now using his passing skills to set up other people, and it's working very effectively.
The thing is, passing skills that he really didn't possess a couple of years ago.
Right.
Well, I'm sure he possessed them, but he didn't
use them.
He didn't choose to use them. But now he is using them, and he's fit in very nicely for a guy who hasn't played a couple of years and is with a new team now. He has just made a home for himself, really. He's slowly but surely getting back into the ways of the old Bernard King, and that's dangerous. Now Bird pops out, and he's always dangerous. It's 106-102.
He's got 30, and he's doing that same pop-out move, and he's also hitting the teardropper.
All right, now Darrell Walker. Up top it goes over to Williams. Now back on the left over to King. King being guarded by Fred. King starts to drive. Bird double teams him. King throws up the shot. Moses Malone muscles the rebound and puts it in.
Another offensive rebound bucket from Moses Malone.
106-104 the score. Boston is out front by 2. All right, up top now quickly it is DJ. DJ looking. And DJ holds. He wants Bird. He gets Bird. Bird starts to go. Goes behind his back. Gets double teamed. Back out deep it goes over to DJ. The shot is no good. The rebound goes now quickly over to Williams. Williams steps around one man. Starts to drive. Shovel the pass into Moses. We got a tie ball game.
Sean, they had a 5-on-1 break. Jerry Seasting was the only Celtic to get back into position, and maybe the Celtics starting 5 is getting a little worn down here.
All right, DJ. A bullet pass goes into Bird. Bird lost it out of bounds. It's 106-106, 4:16 left to play in the ball game, and Danny Ainge has just come back in, and Seasting is coming out. Boston has committed 4 fouls, and the Bullets have committed 3. As we're winding this one down, and it's all tied up. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left. All right, Walker pounding the ball into the floor. It goes to King. King underneath back to Walker. Walker misses the shot, and Walker's going to go to the line.
Perfect drop-off pass inside by Bernard King. Post up again, double team. He feeds Darrell Walker underneath. As Danny Ainge came over to help Fred Roberts, Walker had to go up against Robert Parrish. Really did not get a good shot off, but he got fouled, and he'll go to the line. And Boston is now over the limit.
All right, now Darrell Walker is at the line and hits. That puts Washington out front. This lead has changed hands a few times. All right. Now Darrell Walker again. And he hits again. So Washington leads by 2. Less than 4 minutes to play. The Celtics trail by 2. 3:55 left. All right, DJ with the ball. DJ guarded by Malone. That's Jeff. Now Danny gets held, but he goes into the lane, throws it up, and it's no good. Bird the rebound, no good, and Bird got fouled. And he is really angry at himself because he had the thing, he had it inside, and it didn't fall for him. He did get fouled, but he would have gotten a 3 out of it.
Certainly would. He tried to spin that ball underneath. Danny Ainge taking a double pump in the lane. Bird right there, and he tried to spin it up off the glass as John Williams was riding them all the way.
All right, Larry's going to the line. There's 3 minutes, 44 seconds left to play in the ball game. That's the 4th foul on Washington. That puts them at the limit, and Bird misses. That's a rare sight. Larry will go again. Oh, he doesn't miss this one. So it's 108-107 to score. Boston trailing by 1. 3:40 left to play. Here's Walker. On the left, it goes over to Malone. Back up top to Moses. Underneath it goes now quickly back to Walker. Rather to King, and King lays it in.
Bernard, great move in the lane.
Oh, now Boston trails by 3. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left, and DJ gets it over to Robert Parrish. Danny goes down. He got knocked down by Walker, but they don't call it. Now underneath it goes to Robert Parrish. He got stripped. He got fouled.
It's going to be on John Williams again. That's going to get Kevin Loggery going. No, he's just going to go sit down. I don't need a tee right now. He had to restrain himself. He was ready to go wild on the sidelines and just went and sat down.
Robert Parrish is at the line. 110-107 to score. Boston is trailing by 3 in a very, very exciting ball game. Parrish misses.
Well, there's 2 of 3 that have been missed down the stretch drive here. That's the difference right there on that scoreboard.
The shot now is good. So it's 110-108. Boston trails by 2. 3:13 left as Darrell Walker brings it up. He's been a big part of this comeback by Washington. All right, now Walker on the right. Williams is posting up on Bird. Now quickly it goes out to King. Quick move by King in the lane. He misses the shot. The rebound by Williams is good.
Again, not protecting the defensive boards, and Washington getting another second opportunity.
All right, now DJ with the ball. DJ looks. DJ taking his man to the right. Goes to Bird. Bird gets stripped. 4-on-1 break. And King gets the layup. 114-108 to score. Boston wants a timeout. There are less than 3 minutes to play. 2:31 to be exact. This place is bedlam. And the place is going nuts, as well they should, because these kids have looked very good. All right. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds left, here's the picture. The score. Washington 114.
So that may be taking its effect here.
DJ brings the ball up to the right. Now he goes to the top. They got to make him 6 points. And they get it into Bird. Bird is triple teamed. Left-handed by Bird is no good. No call. A lot of contact, no call. All right, now Walker with the ball. Walker looks. Walker goes to the left. 2:07 left. Now Walker fiddling and diddling. And they want to get the ball to Bernard. He has been the catalyst. He and Roberts are exchanging belts. All right, now Bernard has it. He drops it off. Bird steals it. Now that's encouraging right there. DJ wants everybody to shape up. Now quickly it goes to Danny. Takes a three-pointer. It's no good. Roberts gets the rebound back over to DJ underneath on the right baseline of Parrish. Parrish goes. He has a move. He misses. And they are a little helter-skelter. Bernard King comes out of there, goes to Williams, and Williams gets stripped. Now it goes down toward the Bird. Bird gets nailed. Gets nailed by Darrell Walker, and I don't know, they're going to call that.
Sure. Call foul on Darrell Walker. Trying to get up there and get that ball from Larry Bird, and he made the contact, and Larry will get to at the line. But that was the only move that Darrell Walker had to make, because if he doesn't, it's touchdown.
I'm looking for an intentional, but I don't get it.
Oh, no. No, I think you're asking for a little too much, John. No.
I can ask. I may not get it, but I can ask. What's wrong with asking? All right, well, Bird is going to go to the line. A lot of time was wasted with a lot of helter-skelter basketball, which neither team cashed in. That doesn't do Boston any good. They were trading bad plays, actually. That's what they were doing.
And they were.
And a minute clicked off. They started this with 2:31 left, and it's 1:29 left now, and nothing has been accomplished. Nothing on either side. So Bird has a chance to cut into the lead right now, but they've lost a very valuable minute. The shot now is good.
And the poor percentage shots, the shots they were taking. Danny tried a three-pointer, and he pulled up a good 2.5 feet behind the three-point line.
All right, the shot now is good. Bird cuts it now to 4. 114 to 110. They're pressing. And now Williams loses the ball.
He
lost the ball. He dribbled it off his own foot. They harassed. They had Darren Day in there to pick up on him. After he beat one man, Day appeared out of nowhere. He lost the ball off his own foot.
Bird was the guy that was all over him. He was the guy that was pressing him.
All right, now DJ with the ball. DJ gets it into Robert. He's got space, and he lays it up and in. Now it's down to 2.
Up faked on Moses Malone, and then just turn on the pivot foot and put it up.
All right, Darrell Walker trying to beat Danny. And he's still on the backcourt. Now he comes up. 1:05 left. And they switch on him. Now quickly he goes to the left sideline. Boston is trailing by 2. Less than a minute to play in the ball game. Underneath it goes quickly over to Bernard, and Bernard hits. So the lead is 4. All right, 53 seconds left on the right sideline. It is Darren Day. In the pivot, it goes quickly over to Bird. He ducks his head. He throws it in. 47 seconds left. They trail by 2. The pass in now quickly. Went through Williams. He got rid of it in a hurry over to Walker. Walker takes it down the sideline. Walker fiddles and diddles and being double teamed. 35 seconds left. And now quickly it goes underneath. It's Jennifer King. It's stolen. Darren Day got in there and DJ picked it off. On the right now it goes to Bird. Bird fires, hit, and Jess Kersey says no. As he said, a timeout was called. Bird is down on his hands and knees. He chopped in a three-pointer, and it won't count.
Timeout with 24 seconds remaining in our score. The Bullets 116. Celtics 114.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Fire away.
Did you ever wish you were an Oscar Mayer wiener?
No, but not a day goes by that I haven't thought about being a pound of their bacon.
No kidding.
No kidding. How about you?
To tell the truth, I've always seen myself more in the lunch meat family.
Ah, that explains all the baloney.
Well, you are what you eat.
Good luck.
I got it at store 24.
Right now, Oscar Mayer bacon in the 1-pound package is just $2.69 at participating store 24s.
Peanut butter, potato chips, anything else?
Yeah, I think I'll take a quart of that Citgo motor oil.
Okay, 10W30, 10W40, what'll it be?
Gee, I don't know.
Well, what kind of car do you
Johnny Most, high above courtside. Fans, get yourself a pen. If the Celtics win this game, you'll be able to get a great deal tomorrow at your local New England Volkswagen dealer. The truth is, you'll be able to get a great deal even if the Celtics lose. Great deals is the only way your local New England Volkswagen dealers do business. So test drive a 1988 Fox, Golf, Jetta, or any of the other exciting 1988 Volkswagen models at your local New England Volkswagen dealer and experience German engineering the Volkswagen way.
WEEI, Boston.
Well, the coach, Casey Jones, wanted the timeout call from the bench. The Celtics had an extra man up the floor, and Bird, with daylight, put up the three-pointer from the sideline. It went, but it won't count because the timeout was indeed called.
The heartbreak of the whole thing is that would have put them up by 1. They're down 2. The 3 would have put them up by 1, and there would have been 24 seconds left. Of course, that means that Washington would have had a full cycle in which to, get the game winner, but who knows what happens in a situation like that. All right, now Danny goes quickly over to DJ. 14 on the shot clock, 13. Now Bird has it outside. Bird gets a pick. Goes cross court. Now to Danny on the left side. He goes in a step and hit. That ties it up. 8 seconds left. Danny tied it up. Oh my, we got a deucer here. I'm telling you, we got one hell of a ball game. This one has been a great game in the second half.
Danny was ready to take that three-pointer. He was lined up behind the red stripe, faked it because the defense came out on him, up-faked, and then took the two-pointer. Ties it. 8 seconds remaining. Timeout. All right, here's the situation. 8 seconds remain in regulation. We're all tied up. Celtics 116, Bullets 116. Bullets have the ball, and they're going to inbound in their front court.
All right, John Williams with the ball to play. Bird is guarding him, and he can't get it in yet. Now he does. He goes to Malone on a tap pass from Walker, and Malone hits it. That took 1 second.
Got fouled too, John. He got fouled as well, so he's going to get a free throw. Celtics immediately call a timeout. That's a perfect play. Inbounding pass on the right baseline to Darrell Walker, who immediately feeds the ball to Moses Malone. Wide open underneath.
And Walker got there off a pick. That's how he got there. They They all moved, and Walker suddenly broke free along the baseline on the right side. And,
well, he was there on the inbounding pass. Nobody picked up on him. We're looking at the replay now. Nobody was near him. He was wide open on that baseline, and nobody ever picked up on him.
That's incredible. That's incredible. That's right. That is incredible. A perfect play by Walker because he slapped past the ball right to Malone. I thought he got there by a pick because I saw all that movement going on as they tried to clear, and I figured Walker got there by a pick. But no, you're right. He was absolutely free. People almost ignored him.
He could have taken that shot really himself, but Moses, of course, a higher percentage shot.
Oh, Moses hits. That gives him a 3-point lead. And that puts Boston to the back with the backs to the wall. They got to go for a 3-point play or a very quick basket and then hope to get the ball back.
They're going for 3, I'm sure. 7 seconds remaining. Timeout. Score Washington 119. Boston. Casey Jones too happy tomorrow morning.
No.
As Darrell Walker was wide open, and looking at the replay of it, Dennis Johnson was the only one back, guarding both Darrell Walker and Moses Malone, who had set up shop right underneath.
Everybody else was out playing the passing lane. Bird had shut off the left sideline completely on the passer. And now Boston has to take another timeout.
No, that time I think Kevin Laughery did. He wanted to see who Boston was going to pit out there on the floor.
Well, the timeout has been taken, and it's a 20-second timeout.
And they're going to put Connor Henry out there as well. So what they'll do is...
let's see. We're going to have Connor Henry, Danny Ainge, and Bird will be out there, you know, and that gives them 3-3-point bombardiers.
Robert Parrish and DJ. That'll be the contingent. So it's basically the starting 5 with Henry in there in place of Roberts.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
That's who it is. All right. All the 3-point shooters are receivers as DJ is going to put the pass in. Crowd is standing up. It goes now to Bird. Bird goes up top. And a 3-point field goal to Bird. 4 seconds left. He hits it. And it's all tied up again. My goodness. And we got another timeout.
There's no question there is our miraculous play, unless something else miraculous happens in this ball game. They got Bird out deep. He was covered, double-teamed. He broke loose as he took it to the right, spun around, put it up, jumping over that red 3-point stripe. Amazing. They had 2 men on Bird, and he got loose, and he unloaded, and he hit. Timeout. 4 seconds remaining. We're all tied at 119.
I'll be right over. I'll be right over. Comforting words when you have a problem. The trouble is, in today's computer-age society, you don't hear these words much anymore. Not from the doctor, not from the TV repairman. In fact, there's really only one person you can count on to say, I'll be right over. That's your qualified fuel oil dealer. He's always there, at all hours, in all kinds of weather. When you have a problem, you expect your qualified fuel oil dealer to say, I'll be right over. And he won't disappoint you. Maybe he works hard for you because there's competition. Heating oil isn't sold by big utilities. It's sold by local independent dealers who depend on satisfied customers. Full-service dealers who care enough to keep your heating system at peak efficiency and who are always on call. I'll be right over service. You know there's not a better buy than safe, clean oil heat, the intelligent choice. For the qualified fuel oil dealer in your area, call 1-800-OIL-HEAT.
Brought to you by your qualified fuel oil dealers of Massachusetts.
2:30 Friday afternoon. Education Secretary William Bennett calls President Reagan asking for the withdrawal of Douglas Ginsburg's nomination to the Supreme Court. Bennett offers to call Ginsburg on behalf of the president. The president replies, do what you think best. At 3:30, Bennett calls Ginsburg, urging him to withdraw his name. 90 minutes later, WEEI reports exclusively on both conversations and their consequences. On top of the world, around the clock, News Radio 590 WEEI.
All right, Darren Day with a big, tough assignment because Bernard King is in the ball game, and they all got tough assignments. They got to do it. Bird taking a passer, and Robert Parrish harasses the pass out of bounds. It was intended for Moses.
Yeah,
Moses had to come out because everybody else was covered. He came out to try and help out. because they were about to lose the ball on the second count.
1 second ticks off, 3 seconds remaining.
All right, now Moses gets the ball, loses the ball, throws it up wildly, and that ends the ball game. And it's going to go into overtime. It hit the rim, but it hit it hard. It really didn't have much of a chance of going in.
Well, Moses tried to get that first shot off, and he was tied up. And I think that Washington at that time was looking for the foul. They did not get it. Moses got loose, and he took that shot hard.
Well, he
off the
also
rim.
wanted to get the ball up off the rim because he figured if I can do that, I have a shot at the rebound.
Right.
And
All right.
he's so tough on the rebound.
We're going to OT in only the second game of the season at the end of regulation. Our score of the Celtics, 119, and the Washington Bullets, 119.
News Radio 590 WEEI is the first station on your dial and the first thing.
Shop now and let Goodyear Value take you home.
Glenwood Way and Johnny Most back here in Landover, Maryland, as we get set for overtime. These two ball clubs, Washington and Boston, tied at 119 apiece in regulation.
All right, it's going to be Parrish and Malone on the jump. Parrish is in there with DJ, Bird, Ainge, and Day. And now the tip is controlled by Washington. John Williams, Darrell Walker, Jeff Malone, Moses Malone, and Bernard King. All right, on the right now, quickly it goes over to Walker, back up top now to King. He gets a pick, he goes behind it, he goes to the baseline, he throws it up. It is in and out, and the rebound goes to Day. He whips it out over to DJ. On the break, it goes to Ainge. And Ainge gets nailed.
He's still got a shot off, though. As he was grabbed by Jeff Malone, he spun that ball up. It didn't go in, but at least he got a shot off, and he could have possibly had a three-point play. I think you give Darren Day credit for that. He was the guy that pitched that ball up immediately and got the extra man up the floor and got the break.
Well, all right, Danny was cruising in and hits the free throw. That puts Boston out in front and make it by 2. 121 to 119 to score. All right, 4:33 left to play. All right, it goes now on the sideline of Malone. Malone has a notion. He goes for a drive. He throws it up. It is a bad shot. Bird gets the rebound. There wasn't any rebound. The quick out pass is stolen by John Williams. Bird just picked it off, but Williams stole it. All right, Williams goes in and ties it up.
Took it home himself. Boy, Larry has had some turnovers. He's got 38 points, but he's had some turnovers as well.
121 the score. All right, now DJ with the ball. On the right, it goes over to Day. Back up top now, quickly over to Parrish. On the left now to DJ. DJ holding the ball. Less than 4 minutes to play in the overtime. 3:55. Parrish, baseline. The rainbow, no good. The ball comes out to King. King starting a break. On the cut now, it goes to Malone. He was traveling.
3-on-2 break, and still Bernard King is electing to give it to Moses on the wing. And twice he's done that now in this ball game, and twice he's got burned with that traveling violation.
On the fly, Moses will frequently do that. He's just out of sync a little bit, and he can't handle that situation as well as he does other situations. Now Bird misses the shot. Danny captures the rebound, takes it back out, goes to Bird again. He's in jail, and up top it goes to Day. Back to Bird. Bird is on the left sideline being guarded by Williams. Fakes, drives, spins, gets a pick, comes into the lane, shoots over Moses. He's got it.
Oh, set up the isolation on the left side. Of course, the isolation's slightly different this year.
123, 121 to score. 3:10 left to play. On the left now, Darrell Walker with the ball. Holds it. And bottled up by Danny. Now quickly it goes into King. King throws it up and in.
23 for Bernard King now.
Pulled up after a drive and just hit it. Less than 3 minutes to play in the overtime. 2:50 to be exact. DJ has the ball. Our DJ takes it to the right. Bird on a pop out. Gets the pass. Throws it up. It is no good. Parrish has the rebound. Moses has the rebound. It goes to Williams. Now Walker has her. Walker takes it to the left. 2:35 left. All right, Walker is fiddling and diddling. Now holds the ball, and Danny dares him from the outside. He doesn't take the dare. He goes to Moses. Moses wants to throw it up himself and hits. Facing up. 125 to 123 to score. Boston trails by 2. All right, up top it is DJ. DJ with 2:14 left takes it up top. And now goes to Danny. Walker is right in Danny's shirt. Now it goes into Robert. Robert up fakes and throws it up and in. That ties it up again.
He had Moses Malone totally out of position on the up fake. He lost him somewhere.
All right, less than 2 minutes to play in the overtime. 1:55 to be exact, and Darrell Walker is fiddling and diddling. A lot of banging going on. Now King has it, and King being guarded by 2 of them. Up top it goes now to Jeff Malone. He goes into the lane, misses the shot. The rebound by Moses is good.
28 now for Moses.
127 to 125. We're seeing a ball game and a half. There's no question about that. What a great one this is. A real wing dinger, a doozer. On the left of the key. Danny. Now back out to DJ it goes. They're just to the left of the key. 125 left. Now Danny has it. Danny steps back. Danny drives. Danny's in the lane. Throws it up. It is no good. He's going to go to the line. Darrell Walker fouled him, and of course he didn't do it. But see, Walker's one of these guys who hasn't committed a foul in 4 years.
Well, Oscar Robertson went an entire career without committing one. So
about 14 years. That's amazing, isn't it?
Nice drive by Danny Ainge, protecting the ball with the body, and Darrell Walker committing the foul.
Henry Bibby went 9 years. The shot is good. All right, Danny again. And he hits it. All tied up with 1:20 left. Here's Darrell Walker. Up over the line to the left, guarded by Danny. On the left it goes now quickly over to Jeff Malone. Now back into Bernard King, double team. Bernard takes him outside. Cross court it goes to Jeff Malone. And a kick ball goes out of bounds. It was kicked out by DJ.
Celtics continue to double the ball right now, putting the pressure on there, forcing them to make that bad pass or pick up the pace a little bit.
All right, now the ball would be put into play by Bernard. It goes to Williams. Back over to Walker. And less than a minute to play here in the overtime. It's all tied up 127 to 127. Walker up top now to Jeff Malone. Back over to Walker on the left sideline. And Parrish steals the ball. It goes to Bird. It was intended for Malone, and it goes. Parrish stole it. It went to Bird. On the left now it goes to DJ. Takes the shot. It's gone. It has gone, and Boston leads 129 to 127. 39 seconds left, and Kevin Lockery takes the timeout.
Larry Bird says that he loves to see that ball in Dennis Johnson's hands when the game is on the line. Bird, long cross-court pass to DJ, and DJ just pumps it up from the corner, and the Celtics lead it by 2. 39 seconds left. Timeout. Boston 129. Washington 127.
It's time to play Basketball Mania, brought to you by Welch's, those folks. Detroit 186, Denver 184. And the lowest scoring game was played between the Fort Wayne Pistons and the Minneapolis Lakers on November 20th.
Conversations and their consequences. On top of the world, around the clock. News Radio 590 WEEI.
39 seconds remaining right now. The Celtics on top by 2. 129 to 127. They have a foul to give up here.
All right, Darrell Walker over the line to the left and guarded by Ainge. Walker fiddling and diddling on the left side. Wants to get the ball to King. He does get the ball to King, and King ties it up. Now there are 26 seconds left. All right, DJ taking the ball up. It's all tied up again. It's 129 to 129. Clock is down to 17.
Celtics are going to call a timeout.
All right, Celtics are calling a timeout, and there are 12 seconds on the shot clock, 15 overall.
What they want to do right now, John, I think, is waste as much time. There's a difference in the shot clock to the game clock of 3 seconds. And what I think they want to do is waste as much time as they possibly can on this shot. Get the shot off with, let's say, 3 seconds left on the shot clock so that Washington does not have much time. Right now, Kevin Lockery, I think, is going to question the clock as he goes over to the scores table. Now he's back to the bench. Let's take a station identification break. This is the Boston Celtics Radio Network.
This is News Radio 590 AM, WEEI, Boston, the radio home of the Boston Celtics.
This has been a phenomenal ball game so far. John and I go into the studio every few days to do the Dream Game tapes. I got to tell you, this game has been like one of the dream game tapes where they come up with all these spectacular plays in the last 4 or 5 minutes. In this case, it's Major League players. And
nobody wrote this script.
I was going to say.
I'll tell you.
In the dream games, they're fans. In this game, they're the real players.
Well, that's right. And the dream game is very exciting. You could be part of that. You could be the guy that helps the championship win a victory. And also, if you want telephone message tape, we have that also, as I can fiddle and diddle on your answering machine. And the number you have to call is 1-800-533-YOU-WIN. The letter U, W-I-N. So it's 1-800-533-YOU-WIN.
We've had about 600 winners so far. Haven't had a loser yet, have we?
No, nobody loses.
Well, let's see if there's a winner in this ball game wearing the green. 129, 15 seconds remaining. Celtics will send out the same 5. Parrish, Bird, Day, P.J. Ainge. Jeff Malone, King, Walker, Moses Malone, John Williams for the Bullets. Here we go, 15 seconds.
All right, Danny, getting ready to put the ball on a play. It goes over to DJ. And DJ looks. Shot clock is down to 8. Now he gets it over to Darren Day, drops it down to 4. Bird has it. Bird's driving. Bird got nailed. Bird's going to the line. 4 seconds left to go in the ball game in the overtime.
They did exactly what they wanted to do. They let the clock tick down, waste as much time as you can, so that you force Washington, when they get the ball, they're going to have to rush up a shot. And whose hands do you want the ball in with about 5 seconds left on that shot clock? Number 33. You know he's going to do something. They overplayed him. They had the double team. What did he do? He drew the foul. He knew that was the only option he had.
They got to be scared to death. When Larry Bird is on the floor, just like when Magic is on the floor, I mean, you got to be scared to death when it's down like this, 4 seconds to go in the overtime. And if that guy, whether it's Bird or it's Magic or a guy like Kareem, if they have the ball, you've got to be scared to death if you're rooting the other way. All right, the shot is good by Bird. That puts him up by 1 with 4 seconds left on the clock, and he's got another one coming.
He's got 41 points in the ball game.
All right, Bird dips, shoots, switch. 131 to 129. Lockery wants to set up a play. We got another timeout.
In our postgame, we'll be checking all of the other action for you in the NBA tonight. Of course, we'll be running down all of the numbers in this ball game, and this has been a wild one. Some guests appearing on Celtics basketball receive gift certificates from Joseph's Aquarium Restaurant. Great seafood on the waterfront, 101 Atlantic Avenue in Boston. For the Celtics, they'll travel back to Boston tomorrow, and then early Monday morning fly out to New York City for a Monday night encounter with Rick Pitino's New York Knickerbockers. But right now, they own a 2-point lead with 4 seconds remaining, and this game is far from over. The way that the Bullets have been able to generate offense in this game. And I think that if you're looking for the driving force late in this ball game, mainly Moses Malone, Bernard King, and an asterisk for Darrell Walker.
Well, you know, on our dream game tapes, okay, usually the hero steals the ball right about here.
So you're anticipating that's what's going to happen? John, you don't understand. We write the scripts for those. We don't know the script for this one.
Well, write it, will you?
All right. Well, the thing is that automatically, I would think that Boston is going to apply the pressure, but they've got to be very careful not to commit that foul.
Well, the pressure.
Wait a minute, hold on for just a second, John, because I'm looking at the clock right now. They have got 1 foul to give up, so away from the ball now, they could afford to give up a foul. They could afford to give up a foul. Washington will move the ball up half court on the timeout. The Celtics may elect right here.
Well, if that is accurate, that's probably what they're going to do. Let 2 seconds go off or a second go off and then commit the foul away from the ball.
Got to do it away from the ball, though.
All right, now they're trying to put the ball in a play. Oh, wide open it is Darrell Walker. He gets a shot up, and he has it. 1 second left on the clock. It's all tied up again. Can you believe this?
And once again, Darrell Walker got free. He got free this time in the left corner. I don't know how, but twice now in big plays, Darrell Walker has got wide open. He was moving as the inbounding pass came into play. He jumped into the corner, took it, and immediately put it up. He wasn't far in front of that three-point line, John. This could have easily been a three-point play. He was standing right about the white stripe, which is the college three-point play. Had he been back a good step, this ball game might have been over.
He came off a pick, and there wasn't a switch. He came off a pick, and there was no switch.
That's exactly
that's how he got
was.
free. And he got free in the left corner and threw it up. I mean, he had nothing else to do. I mean, he couldn't take a bounce. He couldn't go to the hoop. He just had to let it fly, and he let it fly and let it fly very accurately, and it went in.
Unlike the dream game, we did not have the steal.
1 second left. Boy, this sets up a dream game, doesn't it?
Well, this has been a phenomenal ball game, and to happen this early in the season. The interesting thing is, when you look back at this ball game in retrospect, I don't think the Celtics really played a good ball game tonight. They have had their moments. They have had big plays when they needed big plays. Overall, this has not been a fine showing. They've been forced into a lot of half-court stuff. They didn't run the ball well. They didn't push the ball. They weren't doing the things that they were attempting to do this season, get that transition game in gear. But they've come up with the big plays. They need another one, and we're going into second overtime.
I think that Washington has a lot to do with that. Washington was playing very superb basketball and getting them as much out of their troops as they possibly could. And I think that had a lot to do with it. All right, guess who should be getting the ball? All right, Connor Henry's in the ball game as well. But guess who should be getting the ball? As TJ will once again put the pass in. A very, very, very good passer. Good shooters out there. Somebody has just called another timeout.
Kevin Loggery wanted to once again check and see who they were going to put out on the floor. And the only change they made was Connor Henry for Darren Day, giving them that three-point bomb, giving them the outside range. Forget 3 points. They don't need 3 points right now. But he has the outside range, and that's all you're going to have time for. You're going to have time for an inbounding pass and a quick shot, a quick release. You're going to have to unload it very quickly.
When I was sick, you were in Phoenix, and that's what Bird did, didn't he?
Absolutely. It was an inbounding pass from half court. Cedric Maxwell inbounded it, and it happened right on the sideline, right in front of the scores table, in the exact same position where the ball is right now. Maxwell inbounded it. Bird double team, just put it up, and he was no more than 3 or 4 feet from the sideline and out deep. That was a good 28-30 feet.
This reminds me very much of the overtimes that I saw against the St. Louis Hawks and, in the playoffs back in '57 that the Celtics won. They kept trading heroics. And the same thing with the Phoenix series in '76, the triple overtime game in the Boston Garden. The double overtime game in the Boston Garden that the Celtics lost against the Bucks. There have been a number of them. Then there was the fabulous one where the Celtics got a hoop with 1 second left or 2 seconds left on the clock, and the clock, the score, the timekeeper let the clock run. This was in Seattle, and so if you remember now, they had to walk a long way to get to their dressing room, and they suddenly discovered that there were 2 seconds left, and the Celtics had to come way back out, onto the floor and play the final 2 seconds. And Dick Snyder hit one at the buzzer that won the game.
You must have been real pleased at the timekeeper. Sure, you had some nice things to say about that gentleman.
I had some nice things to say about a lot of people. Our Bird is trying to wrestle clear. He does wrestle clear. He lets it go. It hits the rim, but it doesn't go in. And I think 10,000 people had heart attacks here.
Well, that was awfully close.
That was close.
He hit the iron on the same side that he was shooting. It went up and did not go in, and he's complaining to Jess Kersey that he had a body all over him in the process. I do not think, unless it is a real blatant foul, are you going to get an official to make that call. Just simply not going to happen. I am shocked, John, that we are seeing...
I'll tell you, the only time a thing like that does happen where they make the call is if the guy has the chance to get a shot, and because of the body being draped on him, he never gets it off.
Right.
Then they're going to say, well, you've got to give him a chance to get it off. If he gets it off, they won't call a foul.
All right, we keep it here as we get set for a second overtime on only our second game of the 87-88 season. We're all even at 131-131. We were tied at 119 apiece at the end of regulation, and we continue onward in this ball game as Larry Bird, with 1 second remaining in that first overtime, put it up, hit the iron, and she would not fall.
We may still be talking to you right before flight time tomorrow morning. The way these two clubs are going, nobody wants to give an inch. Nobody wants to give an inch. That's what makes the game of basketball so very exciting every now and then.
Well, the other question we've got to bring up, and we have seen at various times in this ball game where it looked like each team looked a little bit tired. I thought early in the third quarter, the Washington Bullets looked a little bit exhausted. In the fourth quarter, late in the ball game with about 4 or 5 minutes left, the Celtics seem to be dragging their tails a little bit. Now you've got basically the same 10 guys. Well, Boston has alternated Darren Day, Connor Henry, and now Fred Roberts is going to come into the ball game on that spot. But basically, we've seen the same 10 or 11 guys out there on the floor through the last 5-6 minutes of regulation and through that first overtime. Let's see if they start dragging right now. Let's see if it's noticeable in the
Washington has been alternating Terry Catledge and John Williams, too. And right now, Terry Catledge is the guy who's in there. All right, DJ has the tip from Parrish and brings it up. He's in there along with Parrish, Bird, Fred Roberts, and Danny Ainge. All right, DJ has the ball, holds it. He wants to get to Parrish. He gets it to Parrish. Parrish throws it up. It is no good. There was a foul.
It's going to be on Bernard King on the switch. Moses Malone came up to pick up on Larry Bird, and that left Bernard King to guard Robert Parrish. They were looking to feed him. They did, and he got shoved from behind by King.
All right, now DJ has the ball. DJ goes out to the right to Danny on the right sideline. It goes to Fred. Fred holds the ball. Just holds it. Goes into the foul line and throws a bad pass that is deflected out of bounds. Boston gets the ball back. Shot clock is down to 14.
It's amazing with all the physical stuff we've had. Nobody's fouled out yet, Joe.
All right, now quickly, a tap pass goes back to Bird. Now to DJ. DJ fires, misses. The rebound goes quickly over to Darrell Walker. He's been a force here in the extra moments of play. All right, now quickly it goes into Malone, and he misses the shot. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. Robert Parrish had the rebound, and somebody pulled him down to the floor and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Well, no call on that one, but it looked like somebody pulled him down to the floor as he was going up, and looking at the replay, no, good call. Robert simply fell. Catledge was there challenging him, but never pulled him down.
All right, now quickly it goes over to Fred. Fred gets back up top now to Robert Parrish. Moses knocks the ball loose. They get it to Bird. Bird between his legs, fires, misses. The rebound fought for. Moses has it. And Moses now gives to Darrell Walker. He's in there along with Moses, Bernard, Jeff Malone, and Terry Catledge. All right, Walker takes it over the line to the left sideline, guarded by Ainge, and gets it in now quickly over to Moses, gets it back, and takes the shot, and misses. The rebound comes out to the foul line. DJ has it, goes to Danny. Danny changes direction, goes in, and they call a charge. And he was going laterally. A good Stanislavski by Jeff Malone, because Danny was going laterally, and Jeff Malone cut him off, and that was not an offensive foul.
No, I don't think he ever planted himself. I think he still was in trying to get into a position, but as you said, a great acting job, and sometimes you can pull those off.
All right, less than 4 minutes to play, 3:17 to be exact. Now Terry Catledge feeds into Moses Malone. His turnaround is no good. The rebound grabbed by Danny Ainge. He bluffs the down-court pass, takes it up himself. Goes to the right. 3:05. And it goes into Parrish, and Parrish stops the ball. And they call that an offensive foul. So that hoop is taken away.
That's going to be the 5th, too, on Robert Parrish. So that causes some problems for the Celtics.
Oh, my. Darrell Walker takes it over the line to the left. Less than 3 minutes to play here in the second overtime. Walker's in the circle. He's guarded by Ainge. Now back over to Jeff Malone. Malone rushes the shot but draws the foul. It's 131. 2:48 to be exact. Left in the second overtime. Jeff Malone will go to the line.
That's now the 5th personal foul on Dennis Johnson. So Robert and DJ with 5 apiece.
All right, now Jeff Malone puts them ahead, 132-131.
We went 2 minutes and 12 seconds without either team scoring in the second overtime before that free throw.
And now the shot is good. So now the Bullets lead by 2. 133-131. All right, DJ with the ball. DJ brings it down the right sideline. Up top it goes to Fred. Fred looking carefully. Still got it. On the right it goes to Danny. Danny got nailed by Walker. They don't call it. Danny turns, shoots, and yes!
Boy,
Walker was right in his face. 133, 2:25 left.
That was not what you
Walker over the line to the left, and they call a timeout.
That was not what you call a high percentage shot. And I don't believe Danny was aware of how much time was remaining on the clock. It was about 10 seconds. But I think that was the fear he had. It seemed like a lot of time had elapsed. And he had Walker draped all over him. And turning off balance, he put that thing up, and it ended up going right through.
Yes, that one had eyes. It really had eyes. It wasn't a good percentage shot. And as you say, he probably had the sinking feeling that time was running out.
He was rushing. He was rushing it.
I don't think he could see the clock because Walker was in his face, and he just could not get a good look at the clock.
Well, the other thing we should add is that the 24-second clock in most of the arenas are located right above the backboard, and in this arena they're located high off of the ceiling, so that you really have to take your eyes off the floor, off the action, and look up. And a lot of players who are not accustomed to doing that don't want to do that, because that when you take your eyes off the ball like that, you can get stripped.
You can't complain. What if they put it in the men's room?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. But for equality's sake, I think they have to put it in the women's room as well. But there is a difference when you can see it on the backboard, and you know, because that's where you're gearing your attention anyway. That's where you're shooting. You can see that as opposed to seeing it up there.
Absolutely.
I don't know why that's not standard in the league.
Or the way they had it in the corners, you know,
right.
In the corners. That was really visible, and I think over the basket is the best place.
But
absolutely, it really should. Attached right to the backboard, over the basket.
But the 24-second clock in this building is above where we are.
Well, I can't explain it. I have no idea why.
There are a few arenas, by the way. This is not the only one that has the 24-second clock up that high. They do, by the way, which is a plus, have both the 24-second clock and the game clock on that same board.
All right, Bernard King, they're already over the line. It goes into Jeff Malone. And Malone walks it halfway down. Now he has a notion. He goes in for a drive and gets lost control of the ball, draws a foul.
That may be on Robert. Yep, that's it. He fouls out.
Oh, that puts a little pressure on Casey. He's got to come up with a change.
What does he do? Does he go with Akers?
Go with Akers or Lowhouse? I mean, who's he going to go with? I have no idea.
Go with Akers.
He's gone with Akers, is right. He could also have gone with Fred, but he elects to go with Akers because Akers is a little bit more physical than either one of the other two. And at this point, I think that's what you need.
Well, the other thing is he's a good offensive rebounder, and that's something else they're looking for right now.
All right, now Jeff Malone hits the free throw. 134-133. He hasn't had a shabby ball game either.
24 points.
And the shot is good. And he's hit about 4 free throws right under the gun.
4 of them. Exact.
135-133 the score. All right, now DJ with the ball. Boston is trailing by 2. And Bird gives it back to DJ. Now it goes to Day. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second overtime. And it goes into Bird. Bird throws it up and in. He got fouled.
Great piece
He got fouled, and that could be an opportunity to make the odd score here and get Boston a 1-point lead.
It's going to be on Bernard King. Post-up move by Larry Bird. Bernard screaming immediately at Jess Kersey. Bird comes out, swings into the pivot, and backing up, and Bernard King was just leaning the body on him and did a great acting job, and it got called the other way.
All right, now Larry Bird will go to the line and get one free throw, and Bernard comes out. Did he foul out, or is he just being taken out?
Taken out. See, I think that's where he made his mistake, John. He made his mistake by doing the great acting job. I don't think they would have called the foul either way had he knocked on that ball.
All right, Bird misses, and Danny got the rebound, and Bird got it hung up on his back and lost it. So they don't get the advantage of that point. All right, Darrell Walker takes it over the line to the right sideline, guarded by Danny, and goes now to the left of the key. And Moses Malone and Mark Akers putting on a war, and Moses loses the ball out of bounds.
Akers all over him. Akers was trying to switch position to front him, and Moses sensed that, and that's where he lost position on the ball.
All right, now it's all tied up. Minute and a half left. DJ with the ball. DJ looks, fiddles and diddles. Gets Bird. Hallery is all over him. Danny got bounced out of the whole thing. Now it goes in a Bird. Double teamed immediately. He ducks his head. He goes back out now to DJ. Now to Danny. Danny lets it fly. That's gone. A three-point field goal by Danny Ainge. All right, now Darrell Walker takes it over the line to the middle as DJ had a notion, and Walker did not try to start a 5-on-4 on him. DJ got hung up on the attempted steal, but they did try to start a 5-on-4. All right, Jeff Malone going into the lane. Throws it up. It is good. Boston still has a 1-point lead, 138 to 137, and there are less than a minute to play, 50 seconds left. All right, DJ with the ball. The Celtics trying to protect that 1-point lead, add to it if they can. On the left, it goes to Darren Day. All right, Day goes back out to Bird. He goes to the foul line, and they knock it loose. It goes back to Darren Day, and they call Bird for up and down, and so he lost the ball. That was a good play by Mark Allery.
Certainly was. Allery got the hands all over Larry Bird, and he could not get that shot off, and Larry tried to change what he wanted to do in midstream and get the ball out to Darren Day. And that's when he left the floor and then came back down again with Allery never touching the basketball. That's a turnover, and suddenly with 35 seconds left, the Bullets have the ball. They're down by 1. The good sign is with 35 seconds left, if the Celtics do their job...
But here's the picture. We got 35 seconds left in the second overtime. Can you handle a third?
We have to. We can't leave. They don't let us. It's in our contract. It says you got to work till the end of the ball game.
All right. Well, I'm just wondering now. I just want to be sure you're all right. Yeah. You okay?
No, we have no choice, John. Sorry, we have no choice.
How about you out there in Radio Land? Are you guys all right?
Well, they're going to have to be. 138 to 137. The Celtics lead it by 1. We're in the second overtime with just 35 seconds remaining. And the Celtics look like they're going to get that ball back one more time, providing again that they do the job either off the boards or Washington does the job and gets the basket. That means Boston will get the ball back one more time. But we have seen a whale of a ball game down the stretch drive, and mainly the forces, Bird, Ainge for Boston, and for the Washington Bullets, it's been Moses Malone, Bernard King, Darrell Walker, and Jeff Malone. Those are the guys who have been coming up with the big, big plays, and we have seen so many big plays in this ball game.
All right, now let's see what we got. We got the Bullets with the ball. Mark Allery gets it over to Darrell Walker, takes it over the line to the right of the key, guarded by Ainge. And fiddling and diddling. Cross court on the left, it goes now to Jeff Malone. It looked like he traveled. He throws it up, it's no good. Rebound grab by Bird. 20 seconds left.
They'll let it run.
All right, now quickly, Bird has the ball again. He can slap passes over to Danny, gets it back. And it's down to 12. Back to Mark Akers, and Mark Akers goes to the hoop and got fouled. And he got fouled by Moses.
And the pressure right now lies on the rookie, Mark Akers. They elected not to foul Bird as Boston went into the four corners. Bird got it out deep around the timeline, and they elected not to foul Bird, figuring that maybe he'd make that pass. He did to Akers on the baseline, and Moses Malone fouled him.
The shot by Akers is off the rim. It's no good. That's going to give Washington another chance, because if he makes this one, it'll be a 2-point lead. let's see what happens. The rookie is at the line. What a spot for a rookie to be in. He shoots and he misses, and the rebound goes quickly over to Catledge, and they call for an immediate timeout. Clock is down to 7.
Well,
that puts a lot of pressure on everybody right now, as Boston has only a 1-point lead. Mark Akers had a shot at it. He's a rookie, and he missed both.
Well, these are the things that we've been talking about with the rookies. You get very excited about the kids because they have great promise, but you've got to understand they are going to make mistakes. They're going to have the jitters, and there's no doubt in my mind that the Butterflies were doing a lot of dancing as Mark Akers went to the line for those 2 free throws, and he hit hard off the rim.
I'll tell you, maybe the Butterflies should have taken a shot, but whatever. You don't want to knock Mark Akers for this, because this kid has made his contributions in this ball game and in the game we saw the last night also, because the kid is a worker. He really is a worker.
No, I think there's no question about that. But the fans, I think, sometimes go a little overboard with the rookies and forget that they are rookies. They are first-year players, and they're playing against veterans, seasoned veterans who do not have the Butterflies flying out there. And they make mistakes. There's no question about it. 7 seconds.
This kid has to go to the line with 8 seconds left to play in a double overtime, and protecting a 1-point lead. A very tough situation, even for a veteran. But for a rookie, it's almost impossible.
Well, smart move by the Washington Bullets not to commit that foul on Larry Bird out in the corner and to wait until Bird would pass him. They put the pressure on Larry, but they never got to the point where Allery was going to commit that foul. He waited until Bird was going to dish that ball off. Got it to Akers on the baseline, and Moses Malone immediately went and cracked him.
Oh, no, I think Boston still has 1 to give, don't they?
In the bonus situation, they have 1 to give, yes.
Yeah, they do have 1 to give, so that could work well for them. All right, the crowd is up.
Got to watch out for Darrell Walker. We've learned that by now.
They're going to do it from already over the line. They're already over the line, and Mark Allery is putting the ball on the play. And it goes to Moses. Moses heads for the hoop. Throws it up. He's got it.
Time out.
Oh, that puts them out in front by 1. And now Boston has 2 seconds in which to get a shot off.
Akers went for the steal on Moses Malone as they got that inbounding pass. He went for the ball. And once he did that, Moses just turned, looking to pass. DJ, or rather Darren Day, up on him. And Moses decided on taking the diagonal drive to the hole and put it up and in, and gives Washington a 1-point lead with 2 seconds remaining. And we know where the ball's going right now, right?
I got a feeling.
Yeah.
Now, I have a feeling that ball's going to go to number 33, but I'll tell you, Kevin Lockery knows where it's going also. And
with that may change who it ends up, whose hands it ends up in.
If he goes overboard on the double coverage right away, if he tries to put a Bird in a box and keep the ball from him, I think you may see one of the shooters getting it. You know, it could very well be.
Well,
double them up, and maybe one of the shooters pops loose and squares up, and be a good place for a guy like Seasting, too.
What they have done is they have tried that double team on Bird, and Larry's been able to get the shot off in this situation twice so far in this ball game. 1 went in, 1 did not, and he was able to wheel off that double team and get some daylight.
All right, let's see what we got. Here's the picture. Double overtime, 2 seconds left. The Bullets lead by 1, 139 to 138. We've seen a fantasy game, a dream game. We've seen the league go back and forth, you know, and I think most of the seesaws have occurred when it's been less than a minute to play.
They have. Matter of fact, both teams have had trouble scoring in the first 2.5 minutes of each one of the overtime periods, and then they have put up some points on the board. Connor Henry will check in. Fred Roberts is in, so Boston's got some guys who can put the ball in the hole right now.
All right, Ainge is going to put the ball into play. And where do we go? It's going to go to Bird. He's got a shot. Get it! It has got it to 3-point field goal. And that's it. It's all over. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? He hit a three-pointer with no time on the clock, and they win the ball game. They only give him 2.
Doesn't make any difference. They win the ball game with the 2. I think it was 2. I think he was standing or he was inside the line. They inserted Charles Jones into the ball game to guard him. Ainge got the ball to Bird. Bird was moving before the pass came, and Charles Jones lost him. Bird got momentary daylight, put it up. It was all net. And with 2 seconds remaining, Boston bails it out in double overtime. Larry Bird 1 step on the red line, and the Celtics are now 2-0. Phenomenal ball game.
We have seen the miracle occur over and over again by both ball clubs. I mean, we saw some miracle stuff by Moses Malone. We saw 2 miracle shots by Bird. And one from the top of the key that kept the ball game alive, and one that won the ball game in the second overtime, right at the buzzer.